Hi everyone, my name is Emily with M's Green Clean, and I'm going to show you how I make this label for the foaming hand wash sample bottles. So first I'm going to show you what you're going to need, and then I'll explain the process. Okay, I use a 1 ounce foam top, and you can see this will be a foam pump. I got this off Amazon. I'll make sure to link all the products down below, but I ordered these and they were, you know, a pretty decent price. I do like that it is a travel size one. It's, you know, 1 ounce, so people can travel with it. But if you're sending this to a host or a customer, it's enough product for them to try out, and hopefully they'll reuse it, because we want people to reuse these. So you'll start off with those. Then I use a couple of the labels that I use are the Avery 8165, right there, you can see the number. It's the full-sized shipping label, so it's 8.5 by 11, and I prefer to print on this because of the process that I have to take to make sure that my labels are water resistant. So you're going to print on these labels, and you're also going to want to get the self-adhesive laminating sheets. Now this particular one does not require a laminating machine, so make sure that you get the one that does not require a laminating machine. These are self-adhesive, so no heat is needed. They are 9.5 by 9 by 12, so they're a little bit bigger than the 8.5 by 11, so you'll definitely want to cut off the excess. But these are the items that you're going to need. You'll also want to get a good pair of scissors. Mine have tape on them. And you're going to want some shipping packaging tape. Make sure that you get one that is clear. See, some of the ones that they sell have like a yellow or brown tint to them. So just make sure that you get one that's clear. You're also going to want a lot of patience because, you know, it's a labor of love when you make gifts like this. You're also going to want to have a cleaning cloth to wipe your bottles down. I'm using the Norwex travel cloth. I like this because it doesn't leave any lint behind, and you just need water to clean your bottles. So you'll want have one of those ready. Okay, so first I'm going to explain to you what I used to design the label and how I realized that this was a perfect size. So I go to avery.com, and you can create a free account there. And I start with the template for a shipping label. That is the 8163 shipping label. So I go to avery.com, I go to blank template, and I upload my image. I designed my image at picmonkey.com, so that's what I like to use. And I'll show you a close-up of the one I'm using here. Just have like a little image, what the product is, and my website, keeping it really simple. Picmonkey.com is free to use, although I do pay for the full version, and I just think it's really worth it. So here's that, and because I'm using the template 8163, it guides me so I know, and I'll show you the labels, because you're going to make the image vertical, not this way, not horizontal, because one sheet, and these are pre-cut, but as you can see, you'll actually make 3 images per label. So I use the template as a guide, and it's just easy. You upload your image, and then you can copy and paste right onto it, so you get 3 into each label. And then once I print it, though, I'm going to be using a full-size shipping label. So I design it using the 8163 Avery template, but in my printer is a full-size shipping label. And I use that because I'm going to be covering this with a self-adhesive laminating sheet, and this step is really important. if the product that you're sending is going to be near water, like the hand soap is, because if you don't take this extra step, you're going to find, like I did the first time around, that your label prints on paper. If this gets wet, the ink bleeds and it's just a mess. And so this protects the label from the ink from running. So if it gets like a drop of water, it actually will wipe off. So that's why I like to print on the full size shipping label, and I'll pull it out so you can kind of see. And you don't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be a specific brand. Just make sure you get the right size. So you get this paper, and then I'm going to put this label over it, and I'll show you just a little tip here. It says on here, peel. And so what I found was really helpful was using this as a gauge. So I kept this on here, and then I grabbed my sheet. And I'm not going to put it on here because I actually put these on my catalog. But you can see you just start there and then peel all the way down. I will give you a word of advice. This is very sticky, so once it's on your paper, you can't like readjust it. So make sure that you go slow and get it on your full size label sheet correctly. Once you have your laminating sheet over the label, you're going to go ahead and cut lengthwise. So these are pre-cut, but just to kind of show you. So once you're cutting them long ways, and then you end up with a strip like this. And then of course you're going to go back and you take that last step to cut your labels. And this is really the perfect size for the 1 ounce foam pump, hand pump bottle. Okay, so once I've got that done, and you can tell there's kind of a reflection on here, I'm going to get my bottle and I'm going to use the travel cloth to wipe it down. I did notice that when I ordered these, it felt kind of like there was, I don't know, maybe an oil or just a coating on there. It's probably just to protect the bottle, but you want to wipe that off so that your labels stick. So again, you're just using water, and then I'm using a polishing cloth just to dry off that area. I don't want to use a cotton towel because it will leave lint behind, whereas the Norwex microfiber will not. So once I have my bottle cleaned up, wiped down, I'm going to take my label. This is for the peppermint hand soap, but I'm working on the vanilla, the warm vanilla brand, or warm vanilla scent anyways. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Again, this has a little bit of an overlap, the clear does, but it's fine. I'm going to just leave it on. And then I'll just stick it on there and see, it's perfect. So now when somebody washes their hand, if a little drop of water gets on here, the ink won't bleed. But I did notice, because I tried this out first by my kitchen to make sure that everything was good, that if water got behind here, it kind of peeled this off a little bit. So I take that packaging tape and do this for extra measure. So you're going to eyeball, this is not specific science here, but you're going to eyeball the size of the label, and you want it to actually go overlap the actual label itself. So I'm just going to tear off a little piece. And like I said, this isn't perfect, but this is what I have found works. And see, I want it to overlap a little bit, just so that I know my label is going to stay on there, especially if you have your contact information, you want that protected. And I need one more little piece here, so I'll do that. Once you get a hang of it, it actually does get a little faster, so I'm just going slow so I can share this well with you. And really, once it's pressed down, you can't see that there's that extra line. And then I just cut off the extra here. And I'm sure there's a much better way. If somebody does find a great tip, please do let me know. I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm always anxious to find an easier, better way of doing things. So there you have it. There's your bottle. This is it here with the product. When you fill your product up, I encourage you to use a measuring cup so that you can just pour what you need in here. I do like to put my labels on before I have the product in there. Just once you have the product in there, it's a little bit heavier, and this is just easier to manage. So you just, you know, top it off and you're ready to go. And I think, to me, that this is just a really nice gift for like a customer or a host. Just something for them to get to try, or like in this case, this is a limited edition, so I want to get some of my customers to, you know, enjoy and try this out. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And if you're not familiar with Norwex and you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to order a set of the travel cloths for yourself, you can visit my website. You can also find me on Instagram at msgreenclean to see some more eco-friendly cleaning tips. And I'm going to go ahead and hope that you have a great day and enjoy your samples.